Everybody that's seen the deck that you guys have created has come back to us and just said, wow.
So the outcomes were that we now have a pitch deck, a business plan, and a 5-year financial forecast, and a company evaluation that we can be really, really proud of. So we're happy and proud to send these assets to investors. It gives us confidence, which at times in the whole process of starting the business, we sometimes lacked.
We started off with the pitch deck. First, it was the copywriting, the text, what goes into the pitch deck. There was quite a few iterations of that. I think that's mostly because of us. We have tons of knowledge and we know we're super excited, but it's refining it. There's a lot of jargon busting that needed to happen so that the message was clear to an investor. Then it was the pitch design, which we love. The way it was designed really fits in with what we were looking for, probably exceeded it. And then once that was finalized, the business plan, we obviously had to give the details, the context of everything. But we did start off doing our own business plan and it turned into a dissertation. It was a lot of text. So when we gave it to Robot Mascot, it was heavily refined. I can see how that would be a lot easier to digest for someone with fresh eyes. And then finally, it was the financials. Again, we had a lot of detail in our financials and just key things of understanding what an investor would like to see, key financial metrics, a clear dashboard and stuff like that, because you could have tons and tons of data and numbers and get lost in it. So they brought more clarity in that model that we've now got and are using.
So we got the business case, which was phenomenal. We got the financial business plan. And then I think we got 5 different versions of the pitch deck. And with regards to the pitch deck, wow. So your designers, again, we've got quite a rich visual imagery around bamboo, and we have a designer, and it's been done specific because we want it to be a premium feel, very luxurious. The way that the design team took what we had and then used it was amazing. So everybody who's seen the pitch deck says they look phenomenal. And also the numbers as well. I'm kind of a numbers guy as well. So having that level of rigor that was done by your finance guys and the valuation, actually that's really important. The valuation took away a lot of the stress because you really kick the tires on that. And it's not me saying we think our pre-money valuation is X. That's your experts using a third-party proprietary software, which just gives it another extra level of rigor. So fantastic.
I was a little bit apprehensive to start with because I was thinking, oh God, I'm not used to this sort of way of working, as in kind of remotely. But I just felt very comfortable. All the members of the team were very sympathetic, empathetic, and understanding. I mean, I never felt at any stage in the whole process where I didn't know what I was doing. They were helping me to get to where I wanted to do, and they very quickly understood exactly what I wanted to do. And that gave me such a peace of mind. It was like, well, rest easy. It's money well spent because the pain was kind of taken away. Once all the presentations sent back to me, and they were comprehensive, 7 or 8 documents, and I initially showed them to friends who are commercially minded people. Everybody said how professional it looked and how detailed it was and how engaging it was in a very welcoming way. They weren't reading it like a balance sheet or a yearly annual report from some multinational. They're reading like this. Actually, I want to read this. It was because it was produced in such a way that it made people want to see the next part of it, which is really good.
The design on the slides was really good, and it enabled the branding that I'd already done on our website to be incorporated and really enable it to all look professional and really back up the storytelling and the narrative that I'm wanting to portray. But also the valuation and the real depth that you get from the financial forecast is excellent. So the figures looking really healthy, and it really conveys that, and I think it will give investors confidence.
The one thing I loved was the business case. It sounds crazy, but because it encapsulated the whole amount of work that's gone into this. So we've done so much in terms of research, in terms of user interviews, in terms of coming up with a business model, in terms of kicking the tires on numbers, in terms of Amazon research. Insane amount of work, and it was so beautiful. If you call a business case beautiful, but it was so beautiful to have to give you all that information, and then for it to come back in such a structured way that encapsulated everything. So for me, that was the business case is my favorite.
I've been in sales all my life, and as good as I am, as I hope to think I am, you need collateral, you need assets to help you push deals over the line. And that's a bit corny, a bit cliched, but it's absolutely true. And these documents give me the opportunity to talk to people because it absolutely endorses everything I want to do and say. And it is initially what they see. So if they don't see something that's exciting, they won't even bother to call you back or invite you into their offices because they want to see something that looks professional, slick, and accurate. And everything I've got from Robot Mascot is absolutely all of those things and more.